Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to Little Stinkers. Jake Matera, Cal Donjala. Good to see you again, buddy.
Good to see you, Lefty. We're back for another one. Hell yeah.
We made it, man. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Good.
Good.
How
You look
doing?
good. I feel great, man. John and I have a big murder trip this weekend. We're going to Indianapolis to hopefully crack an unsolved case. So there's a lot of excitement in the air regarding that.
Yeah. That's it. I'm excited for it.
I got a nervous belly. Do you?
I don't know what you're fucking going to make me do here. I feel like I'm going to be desecrating a corpse somehow.
No, man. No.
All right.
We're just going to try to see if we can bring a resolution to this unsolved case, which is very fucked up. Nothing funny about it. But
The funny thing is that we're going in general. And we think we are going to do anything.
I think the funniest aspect of this is that we have our plane tickets, but we cannot find a rental car. So so we might be stuck at the hotel all fucking weekend and not get to investigate at all.
If anybody has a megabus connection in Indianapolis to Delphi, Indiana, I'd love that.
Will this be the first murder you've ever investigated?
Yeah, it's gonna be my first, Mike. Is it not your first?
No, I mean, like I've never gone to an active murder scene in the hopes of finding new context or clues or whatever. But I have visited a bunch of murder sites before.
Right. Yeah, well, this is my first active investigation. Definitely.
Makes you feel alive, doesn't it?
It doesn't. If this is alive, baby, I don't want to live. This is not a good feeling. I'm kidding. I'm excited.
Keep all your hair in like a hairnet.
Yeah, dude. Just
Don't
dress as
bite your nails.
fucking Wahlberg at the end of The Departed with fucking shoe covers on.
Yeah, burn your souls off so they can drag it.
Try not to leave any cum anywhere.
I'm bringing all nothing but the same brand that I always talk about. It's going to be the easiest
ACG, baby?
find. Somebody commented or messaged me.
About
They're
having
like,
cool ACG
yeah,
shit?
he was like, yeah, you wear something new every episode. I was like,
That's
fucking
pretty
A,
neat.
dude.
That's sick.
Do you feel a pressure now to wear new shit?
Yeah, I bought a bunch of new T-shirts. All right, well, I guess we got to get
Let's do it,
started,
man.
right?
All right, Impractical Jokers or New Stinker?
Heads, Impractical Jokers. Tails, a new murderer. Murderer again?
Oh, man.
Let me see that coin.
Yeah, right?
No. Don't show him now. It's legit. See, and he just lost it. So, good luck getting back
I
there.
heard it go down a vent.
All right, so we got... I feel like every stinker surpasses the previous one.
Yeah?
And this fucking guy... Man, I asked for like an extra hour of research time from the both of you tonight, just because there was so much more that I wanted to get to, and it was fucking page turning. Fucking, I couldn't click on enough videos.
Damn.
This guy is that fucking funny, and there's so much interesting shit out there about him that I'm still not full. When this is over tonight, I'm gonna look up more stuff about him.
Yeah, you showed me one video before this, and he's a fucking stinker, dude.
And
you
I'm
wanna
talking
tell him
about
who we are?
I'm talking about none other than Uday Hussein, the eldest son of Saddam Hussein, Iraqi dictator.
An all-around fucking funny guy.
Now we're gonna be.
I don't know anything about this guy.
Well, you know what you saw in the video.
Yeah,
which-
and that was fucking awesome.
so Uday Hussein. I was originally going to do this one on Uday and Qusay Hussein, but as I found out more about each guy, it was clear that Uday was the stinkier one of the two. Like Qusay was like he was a fucking dickhead and he did some fucked up shit, but Uday definitely did all the funny shit.
Yeah. Well, that's one way to get kicked out of an episode, man. He didn't do enough funny shit.
That's it, man.
You know?
That's all you got to do
Can't
to
be
get on the show.
just dictating and murdering.
Yeah, so if you're
You got to pop off a fucking machine gun at a wedding like we just saw that guy do.
So if you're a child of a dictator and you're watching this right now, if you want to get on this fucking show, you better start wearing fake mustaches, fucking getting down on all fours so your boys can push fucking dissidents over your body. Get it together if you're ever going to make little stinkers, because Uday Hussein set the bar up way high.
That's what we called it in the schoolyard growing up. When you get behind somebody, we're going to put a dissident over him.
Dog, and the video that John's referring to is this great video that you can find on YouTube. I think we just Googled like Uday Hussein wedding.
Just as it sounds.
So Uday Hussein wedding. It's a clip that features him. He's balling out at a fucking birthday party, and he's sitting by himself, which I think is a great representation of him because nobody fucking liked this guy. They just tolerated him because if you didn't do what he said, he would fucking kill you.
Right, yeah.
Not only kill you, but he would do some very fucked up shit. So in this video, he's at a fucking birthday party, and as everybody's fucking having a blast, you see him sitting at the back of the room, and he leans toward his security guy. The security guy disappears for a second, comes back, hands him an AK-47.
Yeah, a long gun, for
Yep.
sure.
And then after that, he gets the clip for the AK-47.
Oh, is that what it was?
That was, yeah.
Oh,
He
okay.
pops it in there. But to me, the real attention to detail here is before Uday Hussein opens fire on this party, he places ear protection in.
Dude.
Safety first.
Does
Yeah.
And it's clearly the first floor of a place because you can see the sun coming in from a door in another angle. So there's something going on above them. He's just popping. He pops 3 rounds into the ceiling. And, like, somebody looks like they're scared. Like, you kind of hear one person scream. And then within 30 seconds, they're all dancing again.
Dude, and yes, you hear the one person scream, which is like, that's clearly their first Uday Hussein party, because ain't no party like an Uday Hussein party.
First Uday-yo.
Because an Uday Hussein party always has shots. All right. So,
Do you think he had a request for the DJ?
Jake, it's funny you mention that, because there was one of the performers that he would regularly ask to come chill at these fucking parties was a guy who said, like, at any given he knows that there were times where, like, he would get a call at 8 o'clock on a fucking weekday morning from one of Uday's fucking bodyguards, say, like, yo, can you come to the boat club, because we're fucking balling out tonight. We need you to come sing. And he would have to get his shit together and come to his fucking boat club and just hit them high notes, because that's what Uday wanted at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's being an on-call yacht singer. Or your family's going to get killed in front of you. Do you have any idea what year that was from, that video?
No, well, he was born in 1964.
Okay. That looked like it was the 90s.
Yeah.
Or that technology takes so long to get there that it was late 2000s and they just had a fucking
Yeah.
Sony camcorder.
Dude, he was born in 1964. And in regards to the fucking entertainment technology, there's some really funny shit I'm going to get to a little bit later about that. Because that video is very poor quality. And I guarantee you, Uday did not set that camera up himself.
Well, it seems like he asked somebody to take video of what he was about to do.
I agree with
I don't
you.
think he would be cool with just some videographer at a birthday party recording him, like, oh, what's he going to do next, without him being like, yo, check out what I'm about to do next.
I agree with you in that regard. However, I know that with a later endeavor that he embarked upon, he really put a lot of attention to detail into production value.
Really?
Yeah, dude. It gets super fucking cool.
Was he the producer on a lot of Osama's videos?
He could have been. I wouldn't discount it.
Dropping another head this week.
It's sweeps week. We got to cut 2 heads off. So I guess we'll start off with his early life. So he was born in June. The exact date has been debated. Like, a lot of this shit is just conjecture, because I think primarily because people are still afraid to speak out against him.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got some family alive, right? That
Yeah,
can still
he
come
does,
and
yeah.
fuck you up. Yeah.
And he's got probably, that family had unlimited connections, and they controlled so much, because Iraq's
Yeah.
fucking
The
huge.
family still has probably a shitload
They
of money,
do.
right? Yeah.
A lot, dude, and a lot of it came. I didn't know this. I just figured they were just fucking wealthy because they ruled a gigantic Middle Eastern nation.
Yeah.
But apparently, when Iraq invaded Kuwait, Uday in 1990, Uday used that as an opportunity to just take his boys in there, his own like personal band of thieves, to go in there and just fucking loot as much as they could from wherever they could.
Like the movie Three Kings.
I've never seen 3.
Yeah,
Is that Marky
No
Mark?
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know of it then.
Ice Cube and Clooney, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Right.
wonder if
God
they
damn.
used Uday as a consultant.
Was he in legit fucking like entertainment industry, kind of?
In the Iraqi entertainment industry,
Yeah, so
yes.
they could have potentially really reached out to this guy.
If it happened
No, they
before,
wouldn't have. It
he
was too close to.
When
It was like
this
it was
movie
about Saddam. It was made in like 94, maybe 95.
made? He didn't die until 2003.
But it was like an anti-Saddam. Well, I guess it wasn't 100% just against.
Dude, I wouldn't
Saddam.
discount it because I think he secretly hated his father. He was like, it was like a typical bratty rich kid dynamic where he wanted nothing but his father's affection and also hated him.
When he was shooting the gun at the birthday party, he was like, "Why wouldn't my father hug me?" It was just to cover up his sobs.
To that point, his reputed body double, this guy Latif Yahia, one of the things that stood out that he had said in this really there's this really cool interview on YouTube, and if you Google his name, it's LATIFYAHIA. He gives like this fucking hour-long interview to this dude. He seems open and honest, and I'm inclined to believe him. But he says like one of the things that really described fucking Uday to a T was how at any given moment you could see him with an ear smile on his face popping off at a party, and then give the gun away to go outside and sit in a car and cry by himself.
Jesus Christ!
So he was that unstable.
Yeah. Man. All right. I'm
So
get a better picture of this guy.
And there isn't a lot known about his childhood. The few things that I found regarding his childhood kind of seemed like they laid the fucking foundation for what he ended up becoming. So the earliest thing that I could find was that at the time when he was born, Saddam was in prison for I think I don't even know. I think it was like some like political shit that he got locked up for. And then his wife, Uday's mother, who also happened, Saddam and Uday's mother, I believe her name was Sajida, they happen to be first cousins, which also explains a lot. So she would apparently bring him into jail to visit Saddam with hidden messages inside the baby's diaper.
Huh.
So he was being used for that very early on. It was rumored that they would allow him to play with disarmed grenades as a toddler.
Dude, that fucking rules. Who the fuck is gonna trust that a grenade has been disarmed? Like, you give it to your fucking kid like a baseball. God damn.
Yeah, but they let him have it. He was very fucked up looking too. Like, he was tall, and although I haven't been able to find any footage of him speaking, there is a movie that was made, I think in 2011, called The Devil's Double, which is basically about Uday and his rumored body double, played by the same guy. It's the same character playing two separate roles. But in the movie, you see that Uday's character speaks with a very silly, high-pitched voice, and also apparently Uday also had a severe overbite that people used to make fun of behind his back.
Did Eddie Murphy play both characters?
They just sat at the table farting while the U.S. is invading.
Damn, Mike, that was a good one. Usually,
Stinks, man.
Yeah, usually they're like they go away pretty quickly.
Yeah, not this one, baby.
Did you go to Wawa earlier?
Dude, I've eaten so much fucking cheese in the past 24 hours. That was my Father's Day gift. My wife bought me a bunch of cheese from this Italian specialty shop called Saluto's.
Really?
Delicious.
Hard cheeses?
No, it's marinated mozzarella balls and then also prosciutto wrapped up in mozzarella. In addition to stuffed long hot peppers.
Damn. What do they stuff them with? Cheese?
It's cheese and Italian meats that they bake.
Damn. Jesus Christ.
But it's like 48-hour diarrhea.
Yeah.
So
that's
I'm
all you
working
wanted
through
for
that.
Father's Day.
That's all I want, yeah. But,
to be lighter by the end of it.
So that's what I got, and that's what I'm working with now. And I think this is like the tail end. You know how you get like high winds at the end of a thunderstorm? Like, that's what I'm experiencing right now.
The Santa Ana winds of an asshole.
Yeah.
Let's get a 5-day forecast.
So thank you to my beautiful wife, Jamie, for the delicious treats.
Yeah, thanks, Jamie. It smells even better this way around.
So getting back to Uday, very little known about him as a child, other than the things I just mentioned. And again, like, so much of this is like you really have to kind of weigh everybody's account.
Yeah.
But, going with what is known about him, I think you can kind of see what fits and what doesn't.
Right, yeah.
The first time where it seems like he may have killed somebody is he admitted to killing a teacher at 16 who embarrassed him in front of a girlfriend.
Holy shit.
So a teacher apparently corrected him, and he ended up killing this motherfucker.
God damn.
Well, because it embarrassed him in front of a lady.
Every kid's dream. I'm gonna check this motherfucker outside.
Dude, can you think of right now a crush that you had that you wish you had killed a teacher in front of?
No, I can't. That I would have killed a teacher in front of? No, I was a good boy.
What about you, Jake?
Oh man, I gotta plead the fifth on this one. There was somebody.
Want to give it her name or his name?
No. No, she was a grade above me, and she ended up playing lingerie football. So
What?
yeah, I'll talk to you about that later. I just don't want to give any more details.
Damn.
Jeez, Jake.
Hey,
Good
Ashley,
for
want to
you.
see a dead body in 5 minutes?
I don't know if I had a crush in school, in grade school, that would make me want to kill a teacher. I did have one teacher I desperately wanted dead. It was my 8th grade math teacher, Sister Amard, and I feel very comfortable saying her name because she's dead.
Nice.
So, rest in piss.
Yeah, scream it, baby. Scream her name.
I was terrible in math, and I just happened to get my math work done early one day. So I was like, fuck, I can't believe I'm actually done before everybody else for once. So I took a book out of my desk, and I was reading a book by, Clive Barker, who created Hellraiser.
Yeah.
He created this book series called Books of Blood. I took it out, sitting there minding my fucking business, reading Books of Blood. Fucking Sister Marie Amard comes up to me, yanks the book out of my hand, looks at the cover, and she goes, I don't believe that Clive Barker is appropriate reading for an 8th grader. And she took my book.
Whew.
So,
What a bitch.
happy birthday in heaven, bitch.
One time, this is like not really on the same line, but it popped into my head. And that's what podcasting is, baby. Say it when
right.
it comes into your fucking head. All my friends had gotten, they were all fucking idiot bad kids. And
HPV?
they were all like tagged and graffitied on all over
okay.
their books and stuff. And our teacher asked them, they were like, hey, do you want to, my friend is like a really good artist. Would you guys want to do like a, I'll take the 5 of you guys, do a one-on-one with her, in a class, teach her all about art and like graffiti and that kind of shit. So she came up to me after class one day, and I was like, oh my God, I think she's going to ask me if I want to go into the graffiti thing. And she was like, do you want to be in the like after school, it's academic, like smart kid team, like the exact opposite?
Oh, John.
And I was like, fuck, that is such a better compliment, but it's not what I want at this time. And look at me now, baby. I'm going to Indianapolis on Friday to investigate a cold case. And practice my graffiti.
Dude, what are you going to do if we crack this case? Do you already have your press conference speech planned?
No, dude, I'm going to be in the background behind you. I'm just gonna be hyping you up the whole time.
Thank you, dude.
So high off that indie grass that they got out there.
I can't wait, buddy. Dude, but getting back to our boy Uday. So, he went to college, and his father sent him to college to become a doctor. Guess how long he lasted in medical school?
Less than 1 semester.
3 days.
Fuck yeah.
Sent him, got kicked out of medical school, went to Baghdad Community College.
Shut up. There's
No.
a bag.
No.
You went to BCC too?
He's actually on the brochure pushing a chick in a wheelchair. Wow, this might be the place for me, dude.
I thought you said pushing a chicken in a wheelchair. Which might
It is
be
Iraq.
more-
He may be pushing a chicken.
I've been here for 5 years pushing this chicken. Dude,
Got
why
a cast on his wing.
Yeah, of course he didn't stay in medical school. Why would he? Well, wait, his dad was dictator yet?
Yeah.
He was? Okay. But he wasn't when he was born, right?
I think that was...
Yeah, if he was
I think
in
it was
jail.
King Faisal was running Iraq.
Okay.
I may have them confused, but I'm pretty sure it was King Faisal II, I believe, was in charge of Iraq during that time when he was born.
There's so much prerequisite knowledge to this. Maybe I should start doing a little bit of research before.
but dude, this is the perfect opportunity for these, because what I want to do is like revisit each episode as I find out more about it.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna have a Patreon set up soon for this, and I think that's going to be the basis of a lot of the Patreon episodes. Is like all this excess information that I'm able to find out after, in large part because of cool questions that you bring up during the course of these initial episodes.
What is Iraq? Who did it? Okay. So when he became dictator while he was a boy, like before high school, probably. Yeah.
How do you not just get the degree? You know what I mean? Like, how do you go to
Like, you have to go through the fucking motions.
Like, it's a Willy Wonka situation. It's like, Daddy, I want to be a doctor now.
Fine, you're a doctor.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great point, and that's ultimately what ended up happening. I think like he just kind of wanted
Butchered bodies.
It sounds like with medical school, like he just wanted to get Uday out of the fucking palace. Like, no bullshit. I think he just wanted him out of the fucking house. And this fucking dickhead couldn't last more than 3 fucking days at fake medical school.
You stop shooting my roof.
I never get to kill anybody. But he ended up going on to, he got a bachelor's degree in engineering, and then he got a doctorate in political science.
But he went to the community, or fucking BCC, actually fucking took tests and, like,
I don't know about
went
all
to
that.
class and took notes and fucking got caught smoking weed in his dorm. Got his hand cut off.
This feels like a very, very much like Trump going through Wharton.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he was butt chugging out of frat brothers from Iran.
Got an associate's in weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. So I think he eventually just figured out how to play the game and who to fucking threaten to get these degrees to make his father happy.
To get his
because
dad
that's
off
all
his
he
back,
wanted.
yeah.
Is like they just wanted to be able to show that they were accomplished, because so many people are just fucking dirt poor there and just don't have shit and aren't able to fucking make money like we may be able to.
Yeah.
So they just want to, you know, portray themselves in a certain light.
Yeah, it's just so funny to think of, like, you know, a well-to-do family around here would always want that for their kid, go to college, you know, get a good job, be a doctor, whatever. But, like, a dictator of a country having the same opinion, like, come on, you gotta finish school, buddy. Like,
You're so close.
why would you stop now?
He's like, all right, at least get your GED. He's like, what about WMDs? So that's it. Up to your room, Weisenheimer. But yeah, this dickhead eventually figured out how to play the fucking game, and he got a bachelor's in engineering and a doctorate in political science. And part of his thesis, or I guess the basis of his thesis, was that he predicted that the United States would no longer be a world superpower by the year 2015.
Damn.
Yeah.
It was close. 2025, 10 years off.
So at that point, so he graduated. I think they just gave him his degree pretty quickly, and I don't know if this happened before the degree or what. But
He finished a full week this time.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
like, all right, fine. You shut all of our classrooms with roof holes.
Yeah,
please just get out of here.
He made it long enough in the school year to have to wear a jacket because of the weather. So he made it at least
a North
into
Face and
October.
Uggs.
Yeah. But
That's for my college students out there. North Face and Uggs. You'll see them out there this fall on campus.
You went to Delaware,
Yeah.
right?
5 years, baby. Actually, 4.5.
Damn, dude.
4.5.
What'd you graduate with a degree in?
Majored in English, philosophy minor. Useless.
Dude.
2.
Did your dad push you into that?
No. He would have much rather me did something useful.
Bet you, Jake.
I went to Temple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, alma mater of Ted Bundy.
What?
Yeah,
I didn't know
I
that.
went there for a semester. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's sick. That'll be an easy Bundy episode for us to
Oh,
film
wow.
live.
I'll tap the alumni network. See what I can.
Dude, I gotta be honest with you. I fucking hate Ted Bundy. Like,
Dude.
I could find at least something funny about most prominent serial killers, but with Ted Bundy, yeah, Ted Fundy, yeah, I find nothing fun about. Like, I just despise him.
He didn't do anything funny, stinkery.
Although, yeah, kind of. Like, I know there was a time where, like, when during one of his trials, like, he asked to go to the prison library.
Yep.
And he escaped out the window and hid in the wilderness for at least a few days.
He jumped
No
out
shit.
like a second-story courthouse window. Yeah, it was like a library. He took a recess or whatever, jumped out the window, and then I think he was gone like 2 weeks, and then I think he moved to Florida, and they couldn't find him for a while, and then eventually got caught killing more people in Florida.
Jesus Christ. The guy just couldn't stop murdering.
Yeah. He's like the Elton John of serial killers. He's very showboaty.
When they arrested him, he was wearing a duck costume. He pulls over. He's like, "Was I driving too fast, officer?" And like the officer's trying to look at his IDs. Like, can you take the bill down?
The blood all over his feathers.
Yeah, so Ted Bundy can suck my dick. Dude. I also always hated how they try to portray Ted Bundy as handsome. Like,
like Efron played him. I honestly don't even remember if I watched that Efron movie.
I didn't, just because I find Ted Bundy to be so boring.
It probably says more to my alcoholism than it does to whether or not the movie was good, but he was forgettable.
Although
so I'm with you. Fuck Ted Bundy.
I do love Zac Efron, though. Might be the handsomest guy on the planet.
Yeah, he's funny in some movies.
I did like that one show that he had on Netflix where they just sent him to, like...
Iceland and stuff.
Yeah, and everything, he's just like, whoa.
Yeah, dude. It made me be like, damn, I think I could fucking hang out with Zac Efron.
Yeah.
We get along.
Yeah, you would definitely get along well with him.
I think they, like, referenced him smoking pot. Like, they wouldn't show it, but I think they were like, yeah, he gets a little baked sometimes.
Yeah, I could believe that.
Hell yeah. He did just get, like, a new face put on, it looks like.
Oh, no, really?
Yeah, I saw a picture
What
of
the
him.
fuck, dude?
Yeah, he's such a fucking handsome guy who's only going to look better as he ages. Like, men getting plastic surgery. Women, go for it. Y'all stink. But just kidding.
Oh, dude, speaking to that point, I mentioned Uday's alleged body double. There's a lot of people that say, like, no, he didn't have any fucking body doubles. But then there's a lot of people, including this fucking guy, who claim to be his fucking body double. Now, this guy, Latif Yahia, he was a lieutenant in the Iraqi army. And I think it was 1987. He was called by Uday to proposition him to say, like, hey, would you like to be my body double? Because there's a lot of fucked up shit going on. So, yeah, if it was 87, they were in the midst of the Iran-Iraq war.
There's a lot of people trying to kill me. Do you want to look like me and walk
dude,
around where I would be?
That was it. And... yeah, so the Iran-Iraq war lasted from 1980 to 1988. So I'm pretty sure this was 87. Yeah, 87 and 91 was when Latif Yahia was his alleged body double. So according to Latif Yahia, he called him in there and was like, yo, do you want to do this? And initially, Latif Yahia said, no, I'm good, thanks. And he threw him in detention. He detained him for a few days, and apparently one of his punishments... one of the lighter punishments that Uday would impose upon people. What do you guys want to take a guess as to what it could be? Pretty funny punishment.
Filling a hole and then digging it back up, moving a cinder pile of bricks to one side of the room and then back to the other.
I'm going to give you a hint. He would affect their appearance somehow.
No, I got a couple other things to say.
All right, let's do it, baby.
Let's change it to cinder blocks this time. He's moving a pile of cinder blocks across the...
Oh, God, I have no idea. Yeah.
He would often shave their eyebrows.
Dude, that rules. Fucking rules.
That's amazing.
Oh, my God, dude.
Apparently, it was very dishonorable to have either your head shaved or your eyebrows shaved. And he was big on both.
Dude, the idea that it would be viewed dishonorable to have your eyebrows shaved like someone's doing that to go against the grain or be like fucking punk rock or something.
Dude, that would be great. Like if you showed up to like your prom, your eyebrows were shaved. Like, whoa, this dude's the man. Look at him, dude.
Damn, I can't believe he fucking did it.
Like you show up to like meet Molly Ringwald there, and everybody's like, what? But yeah, that was his move, and he would fuck with them. And then a couple days later, I believe it was because he was worried about what would happen to his family. Latif Yahia relented and said, like, all right, I'll fucking do it. And the way that he described it was like, he said it was a very fucked up time period because they spent 6 months grooming him because he had to do everything that was like Uday. He had to act like him. He got to
nail his mannerisms, right? Like,
yeah, dude.
It's like fucking going to play a fucking movie character.
Yeah, he was method eye acting, if you will. But they had him work with coaches to fucking. They had him watch videos of Uday. They had him wear his colognes. They had him develop the same laugh. Like Uday was a fucking baller. Apparently, like he had an affinity for pimp suits. And one of the styles of suits that he was especially fond of was a split color suit. Like one side would be like purple and the other side would be gold.
Some Two-Face shit.
Dog. And he loved gigantic bow ties.
Oh my god. Have you seen any pictures of that?
I have not.
All right.
Dude, the only pictures that I've seen of him in
Such a funny
suits,
rumor that can't be fucking corroborated. Just this fucking whoever got bullied by him in fucking 3 days of medical school was like, oh, I used to wear giant bow ties too.
Well, dude, it's funny you bring up the bullying aspect because Latif Yahia used to be a classmate of his. And
What?
the reason why he thought of Latif Yahia to potentially become his body double was he remembered classmates saying that Uday and Latif look so similar.
No way.
Yeah, dude, it's fucked up.
That is fucking
It just
weird.
popped in his head, and he's like, yeah, go find me Latif Yahia. And he happened to be a
Christ.
lieutenant in the Army.
Wow.
That is wild.
And he described it as like, in addition to all that shit, he had plastic surgery to modify his chin
Whoa.
so that it would look more like him.
Damn. They really fucking
Yeah, they fucked
went
him up. They went
all-
Team America on him. Yeah. They glued pubes to his face and everything.
Oh man. That did he die in the line of duty?
He survived, man. There was
I
some.
thought you said the body double died. Oh no, he's alive.
He's alive. He
Uday is
eventually he
Spoiler
eventually ended up in Europe, and I think he lives in London now. But there were a few different spots in Europe that he eventually ended up in.
Is that like frowned upon in other countries? Like, would it be tough for him to get a job as a fucking another lookalike somewhere else? You know,
Yeah.
like after him being a dictator's son's lookalike. I feel like no matter what, it's like being a fucking
Dude, and
Related
if,
to-
and if the person dies, it's like that's like getting fired.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's not a good thing.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like that
It's
should
like,
have been
oh
him.
fuck! I can't believe I let him
Yeah.
go get ice cream alone last night.
yeah. That's what did it.
Damn, that's the last time I don't go to Dippin' Dots with him.
Dude, the ice cream of the future, man.
It's just you know they look for shell casings around bodies. They just like pick up like Dippin' Dots that haven't melted yet.
It's a mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, is this buckshot? No.
I think the only place you can get Dippin' Dots now is just Six Flags.
In Iraq. Dude, that does seem like the kind of thing where you would blow their fucking minds. Like,
Yeah.
do you fucking people like ice cream?
Yeah. Do you like it sticking to you fucking?
Yeah.
You fucking people.
Well, here, enjoy your ice cream. You just take a handful of Dippin' Dots and just drill them with it.
Most of it's stuck to your hand because it's fucking freeze dried. That is such a terrible model. They need like dry ice to keep that shit as cold as it needs to be. One day we'll get there.
One day we'll eat Dippin' Dots in Iraq. Dude, oh my God. I actually looked up a trip there.
Jesus Christ.
Wait, what do you guys hear this? I
Why do you try to get a rental car there, pal?
Doing a semester abroad at Baghdad Community College.
Yeah, what are you looking to rent? Do you have anything in a mini Saddam? A Saddam or coupe? But you can actually go. I don't know if it's like this at all of Saddam Hussein's former palaces, but I watched the video. Shout out to Ramblin' Randy. Ramblin' Randy made this incredible video at Saddam's old palace in Babylon. You could just fucking go there and chill. Anybody's welcome there.
way.
I don't even know that you have to pay to get
I was
in.
gonna say, yeah, is it set up like a fucking, like pay at the beginning? There's a little tour that you have to go through.
There
this
is-
room's off limits.
Yes, there is a checkpoint that you initially have to go through, and I think at that point they just check your ID and just document who's in and out of there.
Check your ID and shave your eyebrows.
Like, you know how they did like the log flume photos, like at the Saddam Babylon Palace like photo. It's just like you sitting at the dinner table and they just edit your eyebrows out.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say somebody pops out of nowhere with a gun and you're like, oh Jesus Christ.
But you can go chill at this fucking place, and this guy Ramblin' Randy made this incredible video. He's just wandering around the palace. You can get in Saddam Hussein's fucking jacuzzi.
God damn.
Wow.
It's not functional, but you can sit in the fucking jacuzzi and do whatever you want.
You can still piss in it though. It'll fill up one of these days.
But you can go there, you can hang out, and there are areas of the palace that are inaccessible. However, it's not roped off or anything. You'll just see, like, all right, if you're wandering through, like, the fucking dining room, you'll see a piece of plywood propped up against, like, the stairs leading to the second floor
That you
with
can't
something
go up
written saying, like, all right, don't come up here, dickhead.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
But I looked it up. Apparently, like, you can visit. That particular palace is a part of this tour that I found, where it's like for like a week in Iraq in October, it was like $2,500 before airfare. Like, you'll have a guide, you'll have access to all this fucking weird fucked up shit that you probably saw in the news in 2003, and then you could do whatever you want.
You can fucking hang out with the other
Yeah.
absolute crazy motherfuckers that booked a $2,500 Saddam tour.
You want to go, Jake?
I'm just thinking like they just turn it into a theme park where outside they have his statue and you get to pull it down. Like one of those strength things with a hammer. It's
Yeah.
just,
You know how like
You're
at the
a wimp.
Harry Potter world, the Diagon Alley in Universal Orlando, like every 15 minutes the dragon breathes fire. Be like every 15 minutes, like the head comes off. Then only a certain number of people, if you get like a fast pass, you can get in the back of the trooper that drags it across the fucking city.
It's like instead of a hall of presidents, it's just like a hall of beheadings.
I think in this case it would be a halal of presidents.
Damn, you're firing tonight, baby.
Man, this is too much fun, man. So the offer's out there. It's in October.
Wait, it's just like once a year?
No, I'm sure they have it more often, but that's the next one.
I'm gonna fucking listen to the news in November and see how many people are fucking stuck in Iraq that went on this vacation.
That would be fun, like if we got stuck there.
2021 Fire Festival.
All right, I gotta go suck this guard's dick to get us out of here.
For a bottle of water. Just like-
So I brushed my teeth, I put on a nice t-shirt, and I went and sucked that man's dick.
There was a for some reason there was a lot of like information about Uday on this publication called the Irish Times, and a story that was relative to what you just mentioned was on there about how like this Irish delegation went over there into Iraq, and they went to like this party that was thrown by Uday, and everybody was fucking balling out, and he was trying to get all the chicks drunk. Because that was his move, like fucking rape, torture, murder, and pussy.
Yeah, he was the make of two cousins. Like, he was a fucked up looking dude, I bet. Had to
Dude, that's a great wrestling nickname. But according to like this Irish chick that went over there as part of this delegation, she was being recruited by him, and one of the women on the tour that kind of had a feeling what was up, that he would kind of pick her. I guess she was probably the hottest one in the group.
Mm-hmm.
She had a ring that she slipped on her finger, and she says, if anybody asks, tell them this is your wedding ring." That might be enough to kind of not make them pursue you so much.
Yeah.
So at this party at Uday's palace that night, like, he was laying it on thick, and she's like, "No, I'm married back in fucking Paris," or whatever she said.
Uh-huh.
I know Paris is in fucking Ireland, but already the lie's falling apart.
Yeah,
He's seeing right through her.
Can you pull a map up with no names on it? I'm going to have him make some points.
But when she turned him down, somebody else in the delegation said, "Come on, don't tell me you've never been in an orgy before. Like, you got, fucking hook this guy up so none of us get killed."
Yeah.
She's like, "We didn't come to Iraq to be whores." She stood her ground, and Uday didn't press the issue that night and let them go.
Whoa.
Yeah. The only thing he said was that when you return here, I want to meet your husband.
Yeah. The
So-
bitch never went back to the Middle East, I bet.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's from her account?
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, like there were three of the things that I referenced for this episode that were from the Irish Times, which were just very strange fucking stories. However, they fit with everything else that I'd come across about Uday.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can figure out that lady really did go on that trip and all that, you know?
Oh, dude, and she said that when he was watching everybody dance, because that was something he did as a control tactic, was command everyone to dance, and he would just sit there and watch them.
Shoot guns.
And even if he wasn't shooting guns, dude, there were times where he would command people to strip down naked and dance for him.
Whoa.
Could you imagine like us having to do the electric slide naked in front of Uday Hussein?
You know there's a fucking loser challenge where Murr has to do the electric slide with a bunch of naked guys, right? It's an exact
Is it really?
fucking episode. Yes.
What? Dude, I should write for Impractical Jokers.
Dude.
Well, first they can get a fucking time machine because they already did that bit, but
All right, so in 1984, Uday is also appointed, in addition to going to college, he's also appointed as chairman of the Iraqi Olympic Committee by his father, Saddam Hussein.
hell yes.
Yeah.
That's some actual cool nepotism. I want to know what this guy did with it.
It is, boy, everything you could imagine. It seems like cool nepotism, but at the same time, I think both Saddam and fucking Uday are kind of realizing, like, okay, there's probably never going to be any, like, important titles delegated to this fucking moron.
Once he's appointed that
Yeah, I think
position,
at this point,
he's like, this is the best it'll ever get. Like,
I think he's
I'm never gonna
realizing
have
that.
real power.
Yeah. So he's 20 years old at this point, and he's the oldest.
Fucking a lot of responsibility.
It is. It is. And
Yeah.
it's pretty fucking cool. And there was a time where, so what did I say? This was 1984. So there was a time in 1980, I think Iraq had 43 Olympic athletes, which was a big fucking deal.
Was that the Munich games?
I think that was 72.
Okay.
So 19,
Ooh.
Wait, I might have my dates mixed up.
retaining information from movies.
yeah, I think Munich was 72.
All right. What was 84?
Los Angeles.
Ah. Ooh. what
Can
did
you
he
look
get
that up,
into?
Jake? I think I'm right.
Yeah, the Coliseum, right? Isn't that what they
Yeah,
called it for?
I think 84 was, 88 was Barcelona, 92,
Was Atlanta.
96 was Atlanta.
Oh.
92 might have been Barcelona.
92
was 88
92
Seoul, South
Dream?
Korea?
Let me see.
Yeah, I think 88 was Seoul.
Was 92 Dream Team like the
Yes.
best Dream Team? Yeah.
That was Barcelona.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's right. From the documentary. I remember that now.
So, not long before he's appointed the chairman of the Iraqi Olympic Committee, they had a lot of athletes going to the Olympics. Less than fucking 20 years later, they had 4. And a large part of that, why there was such a sharp decrease, is because of the way that he treated these fucking athletes.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't... One of the people, he was also appointed like chairman of like the fucking Iraqi like soccer federation or some shit. By all indications, he knew very little about soccer. So he would regularly call down to the locker room at halftime and fucking bitch these coaches and players out about what they were doing on the field. And this motherfucker had no idea what was going on.
You need to shave their eyebrows immediately.
He would do that. A lot of these guys would get their fucking eyebrows shaved. That was on like the mild end. That was more of just like a humiliation thing.
Right. Yeah. I imagine he gets a lot darker than that.
Well, he gravitated toward typical fucking torture. Someone described him finding out. They said he was big into researching torture, and they say the day that he found out what the internet did was one of the darkest days in human history.
When he found out what?
What you could use the internet for.
Jesus Christ.
So his big
That
thing.
motherfucker probably got it early too.
Oh my god, man! I
Mid-90s
could
on the
not
internet.
imagine, dude.
So before that, he's like looking at library books and shit, like with medieval torture
Yes.
methods and stuff.
And then
the internet's like, you can skip so many steps.
dude, just picture him like trying to convince his dad to buy him a laptop. He's like, I need it for work. Yeah, huh? Yes, huh? But he researched torture more and more, and the more that he learned about it, the more fucked up shit got. And there's some cool AP videos on YouTube that show some of the torture shit that they got from not only his palace but a lot of the facilities that he inhabited. He used a good portion of the Iraqi Olympic facilities as torture chambers. There were fucking prison cells within the fucking the Olympic building.
Jesus Christ.
So much
for
fucked
the
up shit.
athletes.
So
Yeah.
Basically, it was the vet.
Yeah. Yes, it was Veterans Stadium. And dude, there's in this one particular video I found, it was pretty funny. It's like a 2-minute AP video. There's no sound. They're just showing a bunch of the shit they found that was related to sadism. This guy holds up this fucking weird iron helmet with like slits for eyes and a mouth, and I think you could push spikes through. He puts it on like without the fucking spikes or anything,
Yeah.
but like as he picks it up to put it on, he's smiling. So pretty cool
Jesus
video.
Fucking Christ.
But when
Was he torturing and killing these people?
he was torturing, killing people, and there was no real rhyme or reason for what people's fate would be, because it could be fucking menial shit like if his security guard fell asleep while he was supposed to be awake.
Yeah,
he would
it
kill
just
them.
Depends on the mood that.
Right,
he's in. Yeah. He could either shave your eyebrows or you could put spikes into your fucking brain.
Yeah, honestly, if one of my security guards fell asleep, I would do my best to shave their eyebrows without waking them up.
Yes, exactly.
Yep.
That motherfucker would have a dick on his forehead for sure. He had 2 dicks for eyebrows. Number 1.
Just imagine your security guard so hairy that like you can actually shave a dick into his face. But dude, he so in the early 90s, so 1994 was the World Cup, excuse me, which took place in America. I think it was primarily California. They might have moved around a bit, but I know like at least the final games were in Pasadena. So in preparation for the World Cup, there were qualifier tournaments. Iraq barely missed out on qualifying for the World Cup. They missed out by 2 fucking points. So he fucking went ballistic. And when all these guys got back to the Olympic Training Center, he tortured all of them in part by having them kick a concrete ball at full speed.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, it was fucked up, man.
And he killed these athletes too? Or some of them?
I don't know the extent of what he did to these guys, but I know that was at least part of it.
That's fucking...
There's so much, like, it's rumored that he killed upwards of, or in the ballpark of 50 athletes during his time as the chairman of the Iraqi Olympic Committee.
Whew.
Yeah, man, pretty fucked up.
That'll be enough to keep your kid off the soccer field. You know? Why don't you be a hairdresser?
The Zohan.
Damn, I can't believe I just wrote Zohan too.
And then some of the other fucked up shit he would do was, after he fucking shaved dudes' heads and eyebrows, he would put them in these cells, and while they were like trying to sleep, he would walk by and piss on their heads.
Dude.
Dude, I wonder what the longest he held it in for. He was like, I gotta get to this guy's head. I'm gonna fucking piss my pants.
Upstairs, just drinking Dr. Pepper.
Eating asparagus. Giggling. Oh, man.
Just goes to each show. It's like, I heard you were stung by a jellyfish. They're like, what?
Is fucking waterboarding light. I'm like, I'd rather get waterboarded.
How bad was it? Were you waterboarded? No, I was actually pissboarded. Dude, that would be good if like he really didn't have to go, so it's just like a drop at a time.
Lucky motherfucker. Catch me tomorrow after I have a 2-liter. Yeah, we were going to get big gulps.
Yeah, at that time, I think for historical accuracy, I think it was a big slam.
Pepsi's 1-liter bottle.
Yeah.
Shaq was the endorser
That's
for that, right? Yeah, dude.
Pepsi, the choice of a new dictatorship. Dude, that's something that I would love to find out is like how much he would hydrate before pissing on these fucking
Yeah,
guys.
yeah. And what are you drinking?
Oh, he was a big drinker, dude.
Coffee? That would be fucking terrible. Coffee piss smells like shit.
Yeah, it does.
But you can't drink overly hydrating, you know? It's like clear.
Yeah.
It's not yellow and
Has
gross
no
enough.
effect.
Yeah.
Yep.
Too sterile.
Dude, before I get into his partying, I just want to talk about how in 1988, there's conflicting accounts as to what brought this on, but in 1988, he killed his father's food taster.
All right.
You said this wasn't spicy.
Dude, being a dictator's food taster is my ideal job.
It doesn't sound like an ideal job right now. I mean, it does sound like in practice, yes.
At least don't apply until the kids move out of the house. Once he's an empty nester.
Dude, I would love to be a morbidly obese dictator's food taster.
Oh, yeah, dude. Just having a delicious bite of fucking steak or whatever, you know, and you know that motherfucker's got a lot of sides.
This bread pudding is delicious.
Dude, you try to convince your wife that it's like some cool Jason Bourne type shit that you're doing, and you come home and you got like stains on your suit. She's like trying to wash blood out of it. She's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Is this pizza sauce?
Is Papa John's garlic butter?
Yeah. Why does your gun? Why is it covered in garlic butter?
But
That's not a gun, it's a breadstick.
dude, after he killed his dad's food taster, he realized he was in deep shit.
Saddam was pissed?
Saddam was fucking fired. He hated this mother. It's clear by the way he treated this motherfucker. He hated him at this point because he was such a fucking loser. And he's the oldest son. Like, it's embarrassing to not have your oldest son in line to take over for you when you're fucking finishing up.
Yeah.
So it's clear that he can't hand over shit to him. Because Saddam seemed to recognize, he seemed to really understand the Iraqi people. All indications are he was a fucking moron in regards to interpreting international affairs and how things would benefit his country while interacting with people outside the country. However, he had a very good understanding of the Iraqi people.
Right, yeah.
And he knew when to put his foot on the gas and when to put his foot on the brake.
Well, not to say Saddam had his thumb on the pulse of the rest of the world, because, you know, that didn't end very well for him.
No, it didn't. But, I mean, he knew how to, I don't know, I guess kind of maintain order.
Yeah.
I don't know. A lot better than fucking Uday would have.
Okay.
Because Uday was just fucking sadistic in everything he fucking did, whereas Saddam gravitated more toward grooming Qusay because Qusay had the kind of temperament that was fit for somebody who could rule.
Yeah. Do you know the age difference?
2 years. So...
And same mom, right? He wasn't like...
Yeah, same mom.
Yeah.
They had 3 or 4 sisters, but they were the only 2 boys from Saddam and his wife. Now, Saddam did get married again. And the reason why he ended up fucking killing this guy, it seems as though, was because this food taster, who also happened to be a part of Saddam's security team, arranged...
You can't just be paying a guy just to taste food.
Yeah.
You know? He's got to be double dipping.
Yeah, once you see him getting a little punch, you're like, all right, you got to fucking do something else,
Do a
dude.
lap, dude. Take a lap around the palace.
Try this and then walk around the perimeter.
Yeah. All right, finish your stuffed crust and then run alongside the limo. But apparently, this guy who got killed was his name was Camel Hanna. I might be mispronouncing
fucking
camel.
with me?
It was Kamel. I might
Is
be
he the fucking
mispronouncing it.
Jack Hanna of the Middle East?
He always had a cigarette and sunglasses. May have been related to Joe Camel. But Camel Hanna was Saddam's food taster and security guy. And Uday apparently became enraged when he found out that Camel set up a side bitch for Saddam.
Oh.
And it took things to another degree when it was not only his side bitch, but Saddam married this lady.
Did he, like, divorce his wife?
Took her on as
He can
an
just
extra
be-
wife. So Saddam's wife, Uday's mom, was mortified that this happened. And Uday, being a fucking psycho who loves his mom, it's like, all right, I got to kill this fucking guy. Now, there's conflicting reports as to how he did it. Some people say he beat him to death with a rod. People say he was shot. People say he used an electric carving knife at this party. It was a party for Egyptian President Mubarak. It was for a party for his wife. So
He did it at the party. Like, not in front of people, but like...
well, there's two different accounts. It either happened at the party or a party that the security detail was having at an adjacent property while that was going on. Either way, he killed this fucking guy. And,
well, I mean, if it was the electric, he had to have one hell of an extension cord, I'm sure. To get that going.
yeah, dude, get over here. Fucking, you better
As soon as I
get
start
over
this
here.
fucking generator up, you are fucking toast, buddy.
Hey, help me carve the tips off this asparagus. Why? Just give him something with poison in it. Hey, can you taste this for my dad?
Yeah. Can you put your head next to this turkey?
I swear I slipped.
But he fucking killed Camel.
He just recreates that scene in Friends. He's like, put the turkey on your head. He's like, Friends, you're Joey. And it's such a
So, R.I.P. Happy Birthday in Heaven to Camel.
Yeah, dude. That guy sounded like he ruled.
He did, man. And so Camel's dead, and Saddam freaks out. And fucking Uday finds out.
Yeah,
that
not only was it his fucking security guy, food taster, it was his fucking pussy finder as well. The guy was working three
he was
jobs
everything
for him.
to this. It's like if you guys died right now, like I would fucking have to hunt down Uday. So you guys are my fucking food tasters, my pussy finders. I don't know if I ever told you that, but you mean that much to me. I thank you.
honored.
Jake, how do you think you would find pussy for me if I asked you?
100% Craigslist. That's
John, how about you?
He'd be looking at the bottom of a foam pit for sure. Gotta be some leftover pussy down here. I'd fucking walk over to that Wawa.
Oh, thank you, dude.
Smoke cigarettes till a fucking neighborhood skank comes up and asks for one. How'd you like to earn a whole pack, lady?
John, this popped up on my Facebook memories this past week. But a year ago, maybe fucking what is today? Monday?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like a year ago, like last Tuesday or Wednesday, I was just taking a walk around the neighborhood here, and this car with two dirtball neighborhood ladies pulls up alongside of me, and one's like, "Yo!" I was just walking. She's like, "Yo, you in the fucking whatever kind of hat I was wearing."
Yeah.
And I turned around, and she yells out,
you in the 10-gallon hat.
Hey, you in the sombrero.
Sorry.
Yeah, you in the Peter Pan hat. I'm talking to you. But whatever was indicative of what I had on, I knew she was talking to me, so I turned around, and she's like, "Yo, you want some strange?"
Fucking A.
Yeah. So
Is that code for... Oh, God, I'm so out of the loop.
she wanted to taste my food, Jake. So I politely declined, but
Was it going to be from two of them?
I don't know. I didn't ask
never
for
know.
details, man. It was pussy from heaven. You've heard
That's
of pennies from
crazy.
heaven?
That was her name.
I'm pussy and this is heaven. And we don't start our shift for another 2 hours.
And we need some gas in our Mercury Montoya.
What if like they were just very, very like generous whores? Like they're just throwing pussy off the back of a truck around
Yeah,
Christmas
on
time.
Mondays it's industry day, and they go around and give it out for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I didn't take them up on it, man. But I thought it was very kind.
You're a strong man.
Yeah, you wouldn't think that if you saw this carload.
Damn, that's a fucking cool way to try to get laid if you're a unfuckable lady.
Yeah, I mean, how many?
It's going to work
Yeah,
eventually.
it will. Yeah. So fucking Camel's dead. Saddam's furious, and he knows his dad's fucking furious. So he takes a ton of sleeping pills in an attempt to kill himself.
No way.
And again, I don't know that this can be corroborated, but one account of Saddam's interaction with Uday after he's in the ER being resuscitated They're feeding him fucking charcoal. Apparently, Saddam slaps the shit out of him while he's
Like
throwing up
coming
all
to?
these pills.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he banishes him to Switzerland. Like, he's furious with him.
That's something you can do?
He comes back within a few months. Switzerland sends him back
He has
because
blonde hair.
yeah, but he gets into like a bar.
Switzerland Jazzy Jeffed him back. Get out and stay out.
That's how he became the Prince of Baghdad. I got in one little 8-year war. But yeah, they threw him back. Like he got into like a fucking, among other things, a bar fight with a cop, I think.
I was just gonna say a fucking bar fight. Like he's just drinking with locals, like a normal guy.
Dude, he was a fucking party animal. You think fucking Spuds McKenzie was a party animal? Fucking Uday Hussein was the Spuds McKenzie of the Middle East.
For those of you who have never seen that one, I had a hard time figuring out who Spuds McKenzie was about a year ago. Mike told me. We did a whole
that's
episode.
right. I totally forgot about that.
Oh, yeah, I thought
didn't
you
even
were-
know when I
I thought you
mentioned
were
that.
referencing it.
No.
Yeah, I had no idea. I thought it was a basketball player.
Do you remember Spuds McKenzie, Jake?
No, I don't.
You don't. It was the fucking Bud Light party dog.
No, man. I'm Googling this.
It was the Bud Light party dog who wore like a very cool 80s vest.
Yeah, it was 80s, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
And
On like a backwards hat or something, right?
no, I
Did he
think
have a hat on?
I think he was
Come
just,
on, what a cool dog.
they were just always giving the dog pussy. However, Jake, this may ruin it for you, and at the risk of this being on par with telling you Santa Claus isn't real, Spuds McKenzie was actually a girl.
Spuds McKenzie has an album. Original
God.
party songs.
He looks like fucking...
It's a
Uday.
girl. It's insane. The dog looks like Wishbone. No, maybe not.
The album
No, he
cover,
kinda looks like Shane McGowan
Roy
there.
Orbison.
Looks like Shane Bow Yeah, look up Spuds McKenzie album, and you'll see the Shane Bow reference.
Should be on Spotify. It's definitely on my it's on my top listens.
Wow.
All right, I don't feel nearly as bad. Jake is a very respectable pop culture guy, you know?
Yeah, and I feel like I can hold my own.
Yeah, so
That was-
suppose Mackenzie was just a flash in the pan that we didn't get a glimpse of.
Yeah.
So, dude, I really want to kind of get into how big of a partier Uday Hussein was.
Is this
at
still
this point.
Switzerland stuff?
No, he's back, dude. He only
Okay.
lasted a couple months in Switzerland, so
All
he's
right.
back, baby. So he would have parties every Monday and Thursday night.
That is a weird schedule.
It's perfect though. Monday because everybody fucking hates Mondays, and Thursday you're gearing up for the weekend. So by the time you're fucking done partying on Thursday, it's time for a weekend full of partying.
Yeah.
So the only time,
Oh, okay. He was still partying
yeah,
every
dude,
day.
the only time the partying never ever really stops is like Tuesday and Wednesday, and he would actually
That's this weekend.
yeah,
Yeah.
he would actually fast from pussy and alcohol, and he was also heavily into cocaine and heroin.
And he would say 2 days clean?
Tuesday and Wednesday
exactly
were his
what I
fucking
do.
clean- Really?
I mean, back before COVID, I was like, all right, I got to take 2 days off. I'm not drinking anymore.
That's a good plan.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's supposed to be the opposite. You drink for 2 days and you take 5 days off and you do work and you make money and you provide for your family. But I'm not interested in that kind of shit, Mike.
But he would party at this place called the Boat Club.
Would he go out in public? Like,
He would. And
would it be like Secret Service is in the corner, kind of like if fucking Jill Biden goes to lunch in Delaware?
Dude,
or is it like fucking you can't even get near him
It's
to try
funny-
to buy him a drink?
dude, it's funny you mention that because there were times where he would be fucking dick deep in security, and then there were times where he would have nobody with him.
Damn.
And something very fucked up happened to him because people figured out his schedule on when security was with him and when he was alone.
Oh, it wasn't just like on a whim. He'd be like, I want to sneak out by myself.
It was like that sometimes, but most of the time he had specific times. And like when he would go out by himself, it seemed to be that he was primarily hunting for young pussy.
Yeah.
And even though, I mean, like, he did what he wanted and everybody was aware of what he was into, it seems as though the older he got, he gravitated toward younger and younger chicks.
Now, what's the deal with drinking in Iraq? Like,
Well, I mean, he's fucking Muslim, so he's not supposed to drink. And Saddam
Right.
Hussein too. He was a little stinker. He loved rosé.
You're like heroin, cocaine, fucking. He's getting wasted. And like, Saddam likes a glass of rosé every once in a while.
A little bit of a rosé issue. Oh, another thing about Saddam, real quick, is he had at least one palace in every province in Iraq, which would give him. I think there's 19 of them there, so it would give him like at least 19 palaces.
Damn.
And at every palace, just to be prepared in case he decided to fucking come there, every palace would prepare 3 meals each day.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Yeah, and
But like just for a couple people, right? Like if it didn't get eaten, they would eat it at the end of the day.
I don't know, dude, because you would have to assume he's coming with his entire fucking security
Oh,
team.
yeah, true.
So I wonder if they're also preparing it for them as well.
That is funny.
Could you imagine being Saddam? You show up and then they're like, he just tastes it, or the food taster camel tastes it, and he's like, "Is this leftovers?"
Did you fucking make this yesterday? Did you heat this up in the
Just sweating.
fucking microwave?
Yeah, Uday would fucking party at the boat club, and Mondays and Thursdays were his big party nights.
And was there really a body of water at this boat club? Or was it just called the boat club?
Yeah, it was the Tigris
Ironic.
River. And actually, apparently now you could still see, they still have the fucking anchor there that he would have, that was attached to his boat at one time.
Is it like all dried up now?
I don't know.
Damn.
That's another thing for Uday Revisited.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to know about the boat club. This sounds like it. Now, if boat club's open in October, you might get me on that flight.
Oh, so
pal.
now it's fucking cool that you want to go? Well, tough shit. The
I'm
trip's
trying.
already sold out, dude. I bought the last ticket. Fuckface.
Fine, I'll party here. I'll shave my eyebrows at home.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be great. We both shaved our eyebrows and zoomed with each other.
Yeah. Sorry, John. You don't have to wait till next year's Kid Rock cruise.
Kid I Rock. My name is Ooh. It's Uday, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Uday Hussein.
Bob with the Baghdad. Come on, man. These songs are writing themselves, man.
Oh, Spuzz McKenzie's got some new material to record.
So get in the pit and get ready to get pissed on. But dude, they would he would have. All right, I want to talk about the alcohol first, then I'll get into the prostitutes. But
Yeah, and before I forget, if he's picking up young girls, is he able to pick up young girls at like the boat club? Are they being brought there for him? Because I can't imagine a 15-year-old girl
Yeah.
is fucking allowed to go out, like her father's letting her go out and drink.
dude, there was a lot of weird aspects to his fucking perversion.
Yeah.
So I think there were cases where they would go to fucking schools. A big thing for him, and I know Kusei would take part in this sometimes too, is they would fucking crash wedding receptions. They would crash wedding receptions. And he would just walk in, and they knew what the deal was. As soon as this motherfucker walked in, they're like, all
They're
right.
like, he's gonna shoot 4 guns.
Yeah.
He's gonna prima nocta.
Yeah, and that was the deal. That
Really,
would-
he was going to fuck the
He
wife?
was, dude. That would happen often.
Dude.
Yeah, super fucked up, dude. And
It's like
there's
Trump at Mar-a-Lago when somebody's getting married. And
Yeah.
he just comes in and does a fucking improv speech for 5 minutes.
yeah, he would come in, and it's like, I think his move would be to like ask to dance with the bride, but then you knew what that would lead to, and like if you
Yeah.
wanted to survive, you would fucking have to let him.
Would he give like a gift afterwards? Like drop like $1,000
Yeah.
in gold or something? You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
they
Like a
found.
nice-
Yeah, they
Gold
found like a
flatware.
storage unit full of toasters when he was killed.
already pre-wrapped.
Yeah.
He just nods at the DJ. They start playing Kokomo, and he
But yeah, that was part of his move. And
That's crazy.
dude, at the boat club, apparently there was at least one room where they had this. He was an animal lover, and there was at least one room where they had part of the room partitioned off, where there were floor to ceiling, a floor to ceiling. What do you call it? What are prisoners fucking held in? Cells.
Cells?
Like
Yeah, yeah.
bars from floor to ceiling.
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay. Like half of the room was a
Yes.
fucking prison.
yeah,
Yeah.
and enclosed in those bars were fucking monkeys. I haven't been able to verify what kind of monkey, but everything about him strikes me as a chimpanzee man.
Yeah.
Like, he's-
something that he can have a personal relationship with
Yes.
and emote with.
There's like, he doesn't strike me as a fucking capuchin guy. You know.
You son of a bitch! I knew you were gonna say capuchin.
But dude, the monkeys served at least two purposes. So, he would have the monkeys watch him fuck. You all right?
They're holding up scorecards, doing the see no evil, hear no evil.
Fucking one of them's got the belt around the neck,
Yeah.
jerking off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the girl's like, "Do you have a condom?" And
Dude, Uday premature ejaculates, and one of the monkeys goes.
How many monkeys do you think he was letting watch fuck at a time?
I don't know.
Were
man.
there like 10 monkeys in this cage?
This stands out more than anything else to require further analysis.
yeah,
I do know that one of the monkeys was named Louisa, but I don't know exactly how many monkeys there were.
But I don't know if she was Italian or not.
was this before or after Ace Ventura? I gotta know when this would happen.
Oh,
yeah, did you
dude.
get this idea from there?
I would not doubt that played into it, and we're gonna get into that in
Okay.
a little bit.
There's
But-
some of those monkeys have to still be alive. Those things live for like 80 years, right?
They did. They ended up,
They wrote a book.
dude. Well,
I imagine they got rescued and like there's one
Yes.
in San Diego Zoo or something with his own fucking
They did.
golden plate that he eats off of.
dog. He had his own zoo on the palace grounds.
Damn,
And
he
when
stole that
Ameri-
from Matt Damon's We Bought a Zoo. Motherfucker doesn't have an original bone in his body. Let me guess, he fucking shrunk himself down to save money. Moved into a tiny palace.
Is that downsizing? How do you like them apples? Wait a minute. It's all just
He goes to the therapist and he's just like, Uday, it's not your fault. So anyway, so these monkeys are not only watching him fuck, but they also served at least one other purpose. Now, when people came to party with Uday, he had a concoction he would give them called the Uday Saddam Hussein, which was a drink. It was whiskey, brandy, cognac, vodka, and beer.
Oh, God.
And it was 1.5 liters, so it was like 50 fucking ounces that you would have to drink.
You're fucking wasted
Dog,
after that.
In 10 minutes, you had to do it.
Or what?
They would fucking shave your eyebrows, shave your head, piss on you, kill you, beat you, fucking cane your feet.
damn.
Any combination of all this shit
Who's
would
going
happen.
to a party a second time? Like a repeat attender?
Well, there was a guy who was hospitalized twice
From alcohol poisoning?
from alcohol poisoning from drinking this
That's-
Uday Saddam Hussein.
I can't
He
believe
loved the party, dude.
That's insane, man.
So apparently, what
I
would
think
happen?
he had a problem.
But dude, not only would people be given these drinks, he would give Louisa the monkey this drink as well.
She doesn't do it in 10 minutes. I'm shaving her eyebrows.
That'd be great if when like U.S. forces like came into Iraq in 2003, they came in there and
Bald
they just saw a monkey with like bare eyebrows and like, all right, fuck this, I don't get, I'm deserting right now.
Holy shit, dude.
But dude, it doesn't stop there because apparently, especially like if people were resistant, they would then be forced into the monkey cage.
Oh my God.
And then offered to a second chance to
Yeah,
drink
yeah.
their
That's how you
Uday
get out of
Saddam
them.
Hussein with the monkey.
Holy shit, dude.
Amazing.
That is next level stinkerdom. That is
Wild bull, dude.
crazy,
Dude.
dude. Oh my
Would it
God.
come in like a fun cup?
a disarmed grenade.
It's like you go to baseball games, you eat ice cream out of a helmet. They actually give you like an Iraqi army helmet to eat to drink it out of.
Yeah, you said disarmed grenade. Is that what you said?
Yeah. But they make him look like the The bottles.
one of those helmets of beer
hurricanes
helmets.
from.
You take the pin out of the grenade. It's like,
I fucking hope this grenade's fucking real. I fucking hate this party.
all right. So in 1996, he's on one of his illegal pussy getting expeditions
Yeah.
in a fucking Porsche 911.
Driving himself?
He is.
He would drive himself?
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's a rival faction who's been scoping out his movements for like the past 3 months.
Do you know what year this is?
1996.
Okay.
So in 1996, he's on the prowl. They catch him slipping, and he's shot anywhere between 7 and 17 times.
Whoa.
Yeah, so he's fucked up. So he goes to the hospital. Initially, they think he's going to be paralyzed.
Damn.
He survives, and like he's fucking shot in the head, shot in both legs.
Jesus Christ.
He's really fucked up.
I guess we're not selling them that good of weapons. Or is that who we sell weapons to? I should have looked that joke up beforehand.
Oh, perfect. I just imagine him in the hospital, like, you know how you hit the buzzer for the nurse? He just shoots the ceiling.
Yeah, can you help me find the clicker?
Full House is on.
TGIF. Yeah, that's prime time TGIF too. 96. God damn.
Did I do that? You know he fucking loved Urkel, dude. That'd be great. After he shoots an uncle, he's like, did I do that?
Yeah, do you know Urkel's other catchphrase?
What is it?
There is a pull string doll, and his other catchphrase that I had never heard, it's actually right up your alley. It goes, got any cheese? I think that one was season 1, and it didn't test as well as did I do that.
So he's super fucked up right now. And I hope this is true, but it was rumored that the shooting rendered him impotent,
All right.
which would be pretty funny,
Yeah.
considering what a fucking dick tyrant he was. All right, so he's super fucked up, and they're hesitant to show him on camera because they don't want people to see how fucked up he is.
Like on the news.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I mean they have a pretty good, they have exclusive control over
Right, yeah,
what
yeah.
gets out there. Whether,
They choose whether or not it
Yeah.
gets released.
and Uday actually was in charge of this this newspaper in Iraq called Babel. it's Iraqi TMZ.
It's a gunshot.
But so they got a pretty good lock on that. But he's super fucked up, and like his injuries affected him till the day he died.
No way. He really never got hard again.
It's rumored that he didn't.
It's like Johnny Knoxville fucking falling off that dirt bike. Fucking that guy's dick don't work anymore. What's the
What?
point?
Wait, is that for real?
Yeah.
I didn't. What happened?
Years ago, he like fucking did like a BMX or motocross jump and fucking like landed on his nuts or something on the bike, like not correctly, and his shit doesn't work anymore, I think.
My God.
Man. Oh.
I
I'm
don't
Johnny
even know what to
Knoxville,
say.
and this is Auto Blow.
I'm
Oh
Uday
my
Hussein,
God.
and this is Iraq ass.
God damn. There was a fucking episode of Dave the other day. You ever seen Dave?
I heard about it.
The Auto Blow joke?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was fucking dying.
Yeah, I gotta watch that show. But his injuries are pervasive, and the shooting happened in 1996, and in 2001 he's still pretty fucked up.
Like, hard to walk. Still.
Yeah, it's like he's walking with a limp. So in 2001, they're trying anything to try to make him be able to fucking walk normally again.
Yeah.
So
The dick is by the wayside. They're like, you're never
Yeah, I
going to
think-
come again.
yeah, the dick's down for the 3 count. You know? They had a referee raising it up. But
Dropping it.
what do you think was a part of the last ditch effort to get him to walk again?
They put a stick in front of him with some pussy on it, some young pussy. Go get it.
Not too far off, Jake.
Damn, no, I was going the same route there. Yeah.
All right, they hired a hypnotist from Chicago to come.
Oh my god, dude! The Amazing Jonathan, fucking Kreskin, rather.
They hired this guy named Larry Elliott, who was a hypnotist from Chicago, to come in and work with him.
Is that even
You've seen
legal
him
for an
on
American to go
Showtime.
do?
Yeah.
They figured out a way to bring him in there, so he
God
would fucking.
damn.
That's part of the U.S. Oh No tour.
Dude, they would have this motherfucker chill with him for a while, and he was actually with Uday when 9/11 happened.
Whoa!
And according to this hypnotist, Larry Elliott, he said they developed a very strong bond, so much so that he wrote a book which was initially titled "Hypnotic Nights in Baghdad."
But the alcohol brand said you had to change the name.
But he said when 9/11 happened, Uday said, "You got to get out of the country because they're gonna blame us."
Yeah, go
And they're
go
gonna
chill
fucking-
in Pakistan for a couple years.
So Larry was hypnotizing Osama bin Laden at that point. No. But yeah, so he's still fucked up at that point. And this is 2001. And in 2003, actually before I get to the end here, I want to talk about something super funny. So I don't know if he started this on his own or if it was Saddam's idea, but as a direct result of the Iran-Iraq war, which lasted 8 fucking years, there were hundreds of thousands of deaths. So the fucking young Iraqi male population was just decimated. So
Yeah.
aside from all these dead young dudes, fucked up young dudes, morale was just, people just, it was just difficult to be a young Iraqi man at this time because
Yeah.
they knew that, like, all right, if anything pops off again, we're fucked.
And isn't like the revolt starting to happen at this point?
I don't know. I wouldn't doubt it. So, actually, no, it wasn't at this point.
It was like a few.
Because this was,
Was it 2008 that they killed Saddam?
2003. So,
Oh shit! So it was starting. That was less than 2 years later that they fucking.
yeah.
Yeah.
After the hypnotist thing. So that was 2001, 2003. But what I want to get to, I have to backtrack a little bit because I forgot to add this in there. So 80 to 88 was the Iran-Iraq war, and then in 1991 was the Persian Gulf War.
Mm-hmm.
So this was just over a decade of just them getting fucked up.
Yeah.
Whether it was Saddam's idea or Uday's idea, I don't know. However, Uday started a fucking television network in Iraq called Youth TV,
Okay.
which was designed to build morale among Iraqi youth and just give them something to look forward to and get them fired up.
And it's not trying to get them to join the military. It's not like
No, there were different ways. Like
there are
Actually-
different ways of like forcing you to, and you have to.
Uday actually started something called the Fedayeen Saddam, which was kind of like a militia. And they had kind of like a Boy Scouts group. It was called like Saddam's Young Cubs or something like that, which was designed to like kind of lure them into like becoming militaristic. And like I said, like this wasn't an official branch of the army. This was just something that Uday had started.
Yeah.
They were actually ended up playing a role when the U.S. invaded Iraq in 2003. They actually played a very effective role, at least for a few weeks, because what they were doing was they were kind of butt-fucking the U.S. plan, because the U.S. plan was just to go straight into Baghdad and overtake that first.
Mm-hmm.
They realized that, and what they did was what Uday's group, the Fedayeen, did. I think I'm saying that right. Was they realized the supply route. They realized what way the Americans were taking into Baghdad, and they really did a good job of just fucking up their shit for a little while.
Yeah.
So it was difficult to get supplies for a while, directly as a result of Uday's militia.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing that he was actually successful at.
Yeah.
It didn't last long, but it was at least like a couple of weeks where they had
In the later years of Saddam's life, Uday's finally turning it
did
around.
something, yes.
Yeah, something to make him proud of.
literally the year he fucking died.
Yeah.
But going back to Youth TV, he started his own television network. I wish to God I can get fucking access somehow to look at part of this programming.
Did they kill him because he was going to buy NBC?
But dude, part of the Youth TV programming included European and American rock videos, professional wrestling. This was all stolen from satellites. Like they didn't have broadcast
shit.
rights for any of this
Yeah.
shit. So they were fucking stealing like MTV, the professional wrestling. The debut of Youth TV, he snuck in a little bit of hardcore porn. The next day, he issued an apology through his newspaper Babel. So they started this in an attempt to kind of like rile the youth up and give them something to look forward to, and just reintroduce them to cool shit going on outside of Iraq, because I think they were kind of
3
like
minutes of tits and pussy too.
yeah, they need it. You know, they hadn't had it for a while. So that's something that
it was just ankles.
Oh yeah.
Here's a woman's teeth. Man, next time maybe they'll be in her head.
They just blur the TV when it's a woman driving.
Dude, there's actually a review of Youth TV. I think it's the LA Times. I'll see if I can find it. But it was.
How did they get a feed, like any kind of feed from it?
They didn't watch it. I think it was like someone in
Word of
Iraq
mouth.
was just like, "This is the most insane shit I've ever seen."
Yeah.
It's professional wrestling, porno, and fucking music videos. Yeah. And then they would also play movies illegally. So that was like his plan to kind of like try to draw youth into volunteering to join the army. But I don't know that it really worked. The last thing that I want to talk about, which really fucking cracked me up, when the U.S. after they fucking killed him, basically him and his brother were found north of Baghdad in a town called Mosul. And the guy who owned the property where they were staying, I think he was like a weird relative, like an in-law or something. He found out about a $30 million bounty that was on their heads. He went to a nearby airborne base and said, "Look, they're at my fucking house." And within hours, U.S. forces were there. A firefight ensued. And apparently, Uday and Uday Hussein, his brother, had been there for a few weeks, and all they would do was just fucking play video games all day and night.
Yeah.
But they fought back, and Kusei's son, he had a 14-year-old son that was there with him. He died in the firefight as well.
Damn.
Yeah, it was. They finally fucking got him, and like, they fought back for a while too. I think it lasted until started at like 10 in the morning, and then it lasted until later in the day. And it got to the point where they went there with like 50 troops initially, but then it got to the point where they brought in hundreds more. They not only shot the place up, but they were shooting like fucking rockets into it and shit like that.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after they killed them, and after that was 2003. So also in 2003, when U.S. forces took over the palace where Uday lived, they found a bunch of his home movies. And
He was trying to get on America's Funniest Home Videos for 10
it's,
years.
dude, it sounds like it, dude. So there was a lot of fucked up shit they found, like a lot of fucked up sexual shit. Oh, dude.
It's an SNL audition.
He's paying the food taster to get kicked in the nuts.
Iraq, oh, this is you.
So how was 67 to 2003? That's
64 to 2003, so he was 39 when he died.
Okay.
But as they're looking through all this shit, and there's actually videos of some of the stuff that they had found at his palace, like they're like showing off like gold-plated AK-47s.
Yeah.
Like just all kinds of fucked up shit that a dictator's son would have.
Yeah, I've seen, I mean, maybe other people have this as well, but I've seen like pictures of that gun.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
So they have this, they find all this shit, but also they find his drugs, they find out that he's in the heroin, and they find like a room that he had designated for his harem, and apparently this room is decorated with all kinds of fucking nude pictures.
Yeah.
Just pasted to the wall.
Is harem
basically
plural?
like well, harem I've heard used to describe as like a collection of whores, but also I've heard it
be
used to
individual
describe
as well.
like a structure.
Okay.
So I don't know if that was misused there, but
The harem can enter the harem.
I
A
believe
group of
so.
whores can enter a building.
I know for certain that a harem definitely describes a group of whores, but I believe it also describes the place that they inhabit.
Yeah. What's the other word? Concubine? Kind of the same thing, right?
Yeah, concubine is sex slave.
Yeah. But that's what these women, that's what harem implies, right?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to look up
Oh, I thought they were like one and the same.
the legality on this.
Yeah. Yeah, make sure he was clean about this.
But dude, one of the funny things about the structure, we'll at least go with where the harem was housed, was he had fucking pictures of naked ladies posted all on the walls. The only women that were pasted on the walls that had clothing on and appeared tastefully were pictures of George Bush's 2 daughters.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is fucking weird.
Very fucked up. Yeah.
Why were they there?
I don't know.
That is fucking bizarre.
Yeah, it was Jenna and I can't remember the other girl's name.
Who can? Fuck her.
But dude, they went there, and as they're going through all his shit, they find all these fucking home movies. And the movies were like the wildest shit. It was just like these elaborately produced music videos. There was one, it was like a montage of his recovery.
Damn.
Yeah. And part of the montage was they had his Russian physical therapist screaming at doctors, showing them what kind of exercises he should be doing to get better. And then in addition to that, they also found, let me find this. It was, they found 2-way mirror videos.
Where was the two-way mirror?
It's
Inside
just
the
all
palace?
throughout the palace.
Yeah.
More birthday party videos, which I don't, that birthday party video that we watched on YouTube may have come from his private collection.
Yeah.
And then also they found actual Hollywood movies, like DVDs or
Like that he recorded from a fucking television.
No, that
like
he
a
just-
mum. Like Spaceballs with the commercials.
he just had these movies. You want to take a guess as to what 3 of the movies were?
Oh man, he's got to have some Mel Brooks in there. Does he have any?
I want to say Space Jam.
You're warm.
K9 with Jim Belushi. Turner and Hooch. Oh my God!
Keep going.
Fucking
Going.
Air Bud.
Air Bud.
I fucking guessed Air Bud. Oh my God!
But John, I'm going to need you to hold my hand for this one because it gets better. He had 3 copies of Air Bud.
Oh, dude.
Were they all VHS?
I don't know.
God
His
damn.
Airbud is your reindeer games.
But dude, 3 of the movies that were listed as to what U.S. troops reported finding were Shakespeare in Love, Green Card with Gerard Depardieu, and then 3 fucking copies of Air Bud.
Dude.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
a good
dude.
movie.
It's a hell of a movie. You're right about that. I cannot believe I got there in 3 guesses from
That's
K9
You now,
to
dude,
fucking.
you should be a CIA interrogator.
Dude.
Yeah, just crack up as soon as I find out what it really was.
This is our
Air Bud, oh my God! It was most vertical primate. Holy shit!
Bring in the hypnotist. From
Fucking A. Dude, and just the fucking, it's worn out. He watched it so many times. That's why he has so many copies.
Ain't no rule says a dog can't play basketball.
Dude, I wonder if when they liberated all the animals from his personal zoo, how many dogs in basketball jerseys they found on the property. Just a bunch of sad fucking...
They were all fucking awesome at basketball, too.
Yeah.
They're trying to catch them. They're crossing them over, doing spin moves.
I have some clarification for you guys if you want it on the harem
Yeah.
and
Oh, yes.
concubine thing. So a harem is a sacred, inviolable place for, so it's like a place, or and it holds the female members of the family.
Okay.
So it refers to like the wives. It's like basically a space you can't really enter.
Okay, so that is not as sexual as concubine would imply, right?
Exactly. Yeah, but it says in harems of the past, concubines, which is the term for enslaved women, were also housed in the harem.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So
Bet you there's some real cat fights in there. Yeah, that's why your man like my pussy better.
you want that strange?
Guys, I can't think of a better way to end this episode than with the Air Bud revelation.
Yeah, that is fucking. I cannot believe I fucking guessed that.
Dude.
I mean, I know it was my first guess, but I fucking got there. That's so funny. That guy rules. Happy birthday in heaven, or
Yeah.
hell, you piece of shit. That is so
He's in heaven.
fucking funny.
He's
yeah,
in
he's
heaven.
in heaven.
Yeah.
Was fucking
There's a bunch of
72
basketball
virgins.
playing dogs. He
72
got
Air
72
Buds.
dogs.
On Earth, I only had 3 copies of Airbud. In heaven, I have 72.
There's Dude, when he gets to heaven, it's just like it's a shelf of Blockbuster, and they're all in. Every copy of Air Bud is there.
Jesus Christ, it sounds like my salvia trip from 2008. That fucking
man.
rocks, dude. That was one hell of a lesson
and
plan you had there.
Dude, this was so much fun to look into, and there's so much that I didn't get to. But again, like we're gonna do it on Uday Revisited. We're gonna set up the Patreon within the next few weeks, and we'll have it up there soon. And this is something I can't get tired of. There's just so much shit. Like in regards to the videotapes, the United States funded this thing called the Iraqi National Media, which is basically like a way to kind of like introduce them to fucking outside shit, like when they invaded in 2003. So now those tapes belong to the Iraqi National Media. They did let reporters watch them, so I wonder now if there's somehow you can gain access to them online, which would be incredible.
Yeah, I would watch all of those.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, not the snuff stuff.
Yeah, I want to watch.
see the
I want to watch
antics.
him watching Air Bud.
But, hey, can you get the videographer in here? Yeah, can you record me watching this? You do reaction videos of me watching Air Bud?
Yeah.
Holy shit, he made a layup.
Every time the dick clown owner, remember that was
Yeah.
Airbud's clown owner? He'd come on the screen, he just shoots the ceiling. It's just, get him out of here!
Yeah, that fucking ruled.
This was so much fun.
Good lesson again.
Thank you, buddy. I really enjoyed doing this.
Thanks
And
for
Jake,
teaching me.
I'm going to get you a gun to fire off whenever you like something.
This is the greatest day of my life.
Oh man, that would be just an airsoft gun would be really funny. Just everyone's
Just an Air Bud gun.
Cut the tape. That's it.
All right, love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thanks
Little
for
Snickers
watching,
again.
guys.
Thank you for listening, and I can't wait to do this again. See y'all.
Y'all the best.